we get people like you in, Jack, with a big profile to boost the views of the podcast.
The third part.
Yeah. But the first two, we like to show your fans how funny we are without you as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and what ends up happening is I guarantee there'll be comments on this episode from people who love you and want to listen to you. And they'll be like, did Jack just sit there for an hour before they asked him a fucking question? People think we bring people in and tell them to sit there and shut the fuck up for a full hour and then start interviewing them. When the first 75 episodes of this show, we didn't have a guest on.
Yeah.
And then when we said we were going to start getting guests on, people were like, that's going to ruin the dynamic.
Yeah.
And, you know, with some guests, they're right, because some people come in and they're boring as fuck. I don't think that's going to be it. I've got a good feeling about this.
And to be fair, like I've just come from an interview this morning. I was doing BBC Breakfast and I was sat on the sofa, and you often get this with those types of shows where there's lots of different segments and you never know what you're going to follow. I genuinely had to follow a piece on the reopening of the investigation into the disappearance of Madeleine McCann. And they went directly from that to me talking about my tour. And I was like, that is unfollowable.
Are you playing Portugal?
I knew that this would be the podcast that I would say something that would destroy my career and reputation. And I wasn't expecting it to be within the first 2 minutes. But it's the third part.
It is the third part.
Hour and 2 minutes.
Yeah. Your fans have long given up. They don't even think you're on. They think you're just in the thumbnail for a laugh. Well, we haven't discussed that in the first half. Just so you know, we didn't go near the disappearance of Madeleine McCann. Mainly because I've got 15 minutes on it in my new show. So,
you don't want to.
There's a blanket ban on Madeleine McCann chat on the show.
One of the other segues that I always remember was watching the One Show. And it was Chris Evans was hosting, and he was interviewing Brian May, and Brian May was on to talk about badgers or whatever, and Chris Evans really wanted to talk about Freddie Mercury dying of AIDS, and like kept pressing Brian May to give him an answer about like how he felt, and with the benefit of hindsight, like whether he had some observations about how difficult that time was, and Brian May did not want to talk about it, and it was so awkward, and he pressed him, like asked 3 questions which he just completely straight batted, and then Chris Evans had to go straight into a section which was Giles Brandreth talking about the history of the frozen pea. It's like peak One Show moment.
Oh, I'd love to see the meme of him going, can we get back to badgers? I really want to get this back to badgers.
It's so awkward. It's just like, you know you're about to have to start talking about peas as well, so just like drop it.
So, Brian, what did it feel like when Freddie Mercury died of AIDS? How did you feel? How did your family feel? How did his family feel? Were the friends like, yeah, we were all sad, but my favourite badger, Chris, is this one, the long-tailed badger. Yeah, I'm sure that is. What was Freddie?
Long-tailed badger.
I bet you that's real.
I bet you that's a real badger.
That's a real badger.
Yeah.
Finn, Google the long-tailed.
Long-tail.
How have we managed to Google? How have we gone from Madeleine McCann to Googling badger tails?
Because we got Freddie Mercury in the way, and that's how you get there, isn't it? That's the logical.
There is no long-tailed badger.
No,
Jack?
there's not.
There's not a long-tail.
There's long-tailed weasels, which it says are a cousin. You always get them mixed up.
I do, yeah. Sorry.
Have they named a badger after Brian May?
Again? What?
Have they named a badger after Brian May after all he's done for the community?
Is he a real badger guy?
Yeah, he's like a massive badger guy.
You think there's a Brian May badger?
Yeah,
He
like
did
putting
a
Brian May
song.
badgers together.
He did a song called Save the
Save
Badger,
the
Badger.
Yeah, because whenever there's a badger cull, Brian May comes out swinging for the badgers. Did you not know that?
He comes out swinging for the badgers,
Yeah,
but on the
he's-
front line.
Yeah, he's on the front
The farmers
line.
are there trying to kill them all, and Brian May's just like, fucking have you.
He's the queen of the badgers.
Yeah.
Hey!
What are you doing? That was great.
I can't wait to see Badger Aid. That's going to be really fun.
Badger ain't.
There's no S on the end of that, wasn't
No,
there?
no.
Okay, cool.
Oh my God.
I sat behind him on a plane recently, and then I had that
Freddie
awful
Mercury?
moment. Yeah, no, not Brian May.
Oh, right, okay.
Brian May, and obviously I knew it was him on the plane because he's quite distinctive from behind.
Yeah, it's either him or Cher, isn't it?
And I couldn't help but think we were going through like turbulence, and I was like, if this plane goes down, like it's the worst time to die with him on the same flight because he's going to get all of the coverage in the news. Like, I'm not even going to make like page 6. It's going to be 5
It's going to be a
solid
full article about
pages.
Brian May dying in a car crash. Oh, and he was sat in front of Jack Whitehall. But at least you'd still be there. Do you know what I mean? You'd still be on. You'd still be listed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I maybe wouldn't get in like in the Badger Monthly. It would probably be all Brian May, and I wouldn't be featuring in that one at all.
A non-ally, Jack Whitehall was there.
His folk hate badgers.
Awful.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
Famously.
You give up, like, certainly to the uninitiated, if someone had to guess what your opinion was on hunting, I think they're going to vote that, you're into it.
I'm not. But
I'm not saying you are.
No,
I'm saying
not.
I would understand if someone was like, Jack Whitehall looks like he likes hunting.
Do they hunt badgers?
What?
Do they hunt badgers? I thought they hunted.
Well, there's a badger cull, isn't there? Because
Yeah, but
badgers are
they're
little
not
Yeah,
cunts.
they do that with
I don't think
machine
it's for
guns, though.
sport. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not for
badgers is
sport.
machine guns.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah.
I only use machine guns for badgers.
Yeah, they just fucking,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
just wipe them. It's not like, oh, I caught this. There's no sport to it. It's just there was 100 badgers in my yard and now they're gone.
Okay.
To blame me. So
That's less of a cull, more of a very sort of specific badger problem in one garden.
Depends how big your garden is now.
Yeah, true.
They call North Wales God's backyard.
They do, don't they?
Yeah.
They do.
Do they?
yeah.
They do now.
Is Rill in North Wales?
Yeah,
So Rill's in God's garden.
it is.
Yeah, but that's like the bit in the corner that he's waiting to be scrapped.
That's
You
the
know what I mean?
outhouse, innit?
It's got like,
Yeah.
like Machu Picchu, but he's gone for Rill.
Yeah. That's not right.
I mean, it's people from North Wales who say that.
Right.
There's no one in Argentina going like, "Oh, God's backyard." Yeah,
got
that's
the
One
chili.
day I
Mangolan.
wish to visit Llandudno.
Cracking Wales
Parts of
accent.
North Wales that are beautiful. It's only the towns that are festering shitholes full of horrible people.
Hey,
Anglesey.
hey, come on, watch it.
Anglesea's nice.
Anglesey, the bit that looks like it's trying to get away from Wales.
Yeah,
That's a lovely
yeah,
spot.
that's just slowly trying to become Irish. Yeah. I like Bala Lake's good, and the surrounding areas of Bala Lake,
Yeah.
beautiful. But
Yeah.
come on, you can't defend Rill. I know you're from there, but
I can defend it as in like it's very British. It's a seaside town and it's perfect for what it is. But yeah, it's not.
what is it for? It's perfect for what? What is it
retirees.
perfect at?
Not retirees. It's more.
People on the run.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Retirees on the run.
Yeah.
We're trying to get Finn out of Rill, but he won't leave.
It's a cost of living crisis, Dan. It's expensive.
We've
Real's
offered to,
cheap.
we've offered to subsidise you
live
getting a
with your-
flat in Liverpool.
You live with your mum. That's
I
what
know.
it's cost of living. She's
So,
charging
yeah,
me 25
she's
quid a
cheap.
week.
Yeah, it's
Is
cheap.
real like sort of Marbella was in the 1980s?
Yes.
Just full of loads of.
Apparently.
Yeah.
You're
Is it?
picturing the
Tales-
exact. Yeah, you've got the picture right in your head.
Have
Yeah.
you
had
seen
the,
The Business with Danny Dyer?
Yeah.
It's basically that. Yeah.
We had the first wave pool in Europe in the Sun Centre.
That's the lamest flex ever.
I've got some more Real flexes. Lisa Scott Lee from Step. She's from Real.
Okay,
We're back.
cool.
We're
Keep
back.
going.
Did she open the wave? Is that how you know that?
Well, they had to shut the Sun Centre a few years ago due to some dodgy behaviour from men. But they've opened the sequel down the road. The Sun Centre 2 has been opened down the road.
Okay, I've got a few questions if you don't
Yeah.
mind. Dodgy behaviour from men. Are you talking about like men being a bit
Yeah, in the changing rooms.
in the changing rooms?
Yeah.
Right.
What
okay.
did you think you meant? Like white collar fraud or something? It was the
I'm just
bankers.
fucking checking before we carry on. So what have they done to
Were
prevent
they
that?
tickling the books or asses?
God, there's got to be a lot of nonsense going on to actually have to move location.
Yeah,
was
there
that
was
the
a
whole?
few. There was a few court cases.
Right.
Yeah.
Do these men not know where the new
A
one is?
few as well.
No, they know where the new one is. They've just put the price up, so it's like 18 quid now. They've just
Okay.
priced them out of it.
So here's my question.
Hello.
Right. So there was a problem with men being bad, gropey
Yeah.
in the Sun Centre.
Yeah.
And they've gone, right, fucking shut this down.
Yeah.
This can't go on.
Yeah.
They've moved it 100 yards down the road.
Yeah.
Right. And all they've done different is put the prices up. So my question is, why didn't they just put the prices up and not move?
Oh.
It's a good question. I think it was the peepholes in the changing rooms that was the issue.
Yeah, it was in the walls.
So it was
Yeah.
it was cheaper to
To
build
knock
a
it
new
down
Sun
and build a new
Centre
one.
than to get some poly filler.
Yep.
God's backyard, innit? You know? God's backyard. Famously. You playing Real on tour? No? Okay, good.
Are you not doing real?
No, I'm not doing real.
You are. You're doing
Are
real.
you doing real?
I'm doing real. I'm doing the real pavilion.
Yeah. It's where you had your 40th birthday.
It is when I have my 40th birthday. For context, Jack, I am 31 years old, but I've already celebrated my 40th because we went on a night out in Rill. We went to the theatre for dinner, not to watch a show.
Oh.
We went to the theatre for dinner because it's the best restaurant in Rill. And they had told the staff in advance that we were there to celebrate my 40th birthday. So they got me a cake, they got me 4-0 balloons, and I've already had my 40th in a theatre in Rill.
By the way, we do this everywhere we go as a group. Someone will ring ahead, usually him.
Yeah.
And the last time we did it, he rang ahead and went, "It's Dan's birthday." And it fucking was. He'd forgotten it was my birthday. and just by chance did the banter, and everyone was like, "Oh, it's your birthday." I was like, "It is," and he went, "Oh, fuck, it is." Beautiful moment.
We also told the people that, because he doesn't look 40, that he's got some kind of Benjamin Button disease, and it's just his last birthday, and like they treated him accordingly.
I think I could pass for 40 though.
No.
I reckon.
No.
Yeah.
Not in real.
You're a 10 in real.
I am a 10 in real.
Yeah.
And a 9.4 here. What are we all laughing at?
In this room.
In Liverpool.